The 2026 World Cup knockout stage is unlike anything we have seen before. For the first time in history, the World Cup has 48 teams. And because there are more teams, the knockout stage has become bigger too. That one change completely changes the journey to becoming world champions. In previous World Cups, teams only had to win 4 knockout matches to lift the trophy. But not anymore. At the 2026 World Cup, a team must now win 5 knockout matches in a row. 1 extra game, 1 extra obstacle, and 1 extra chance for the dream to end. So, how exactly does the new knockout stage work? Let's break it down simply. The group stage comes first. 48 teams are divided into 12 groups of 4 teams each. Every team plays 3 matches. But not every team goes home after the group stage. 32 teams qualify for the knockout stage. That number might sound familiar, because previous World Cups had only 32 teams in the entire tournament. Now 32 teams remain after the group stage alone. The teams that qualify are the top 2 teams from each of the 12 groups. That gives us 24 teams. Then the 8 best third-place teams also qualify. 24 plus 8 equals 32. And that is where the knockout stage begins. The first round is called the round of 32. 32 teams enter, but only 16 survive. This is where the World Cup changes completely. During the group stage, a team can recover from a bad result. Lose 1 game, and there is still hope. Draw a match, and qualification is still possible. But in the knockout stage, there are no second chances. Lose once, and your World Cup is over. That is why knockout football feels different. Every attack feels dangerous. Every mistake feels bigger. Every minute feels more important. The winners of the round of 32 move into the round of 16. Now there are only 16 teams left. Then comes the quarterfinal. Only 8 teams remain. Then the semifinal. Only 4 teams are left chasing the trophy. Then comes the final. The biggest match in world football. Only 2 teams remain. But there is one more game. The 2 teams that lose in the semifinals still play one last match. It is called the third place playoff. The winner finishes 3rd in the world. The loser finishes 4th. Now think about the journey of the eventual champions. They must survive the group stage. Then they must win the round of 32, the round of 16, the quarterfinal, the semifinal, and finally, the World Cup final. 5 knockout victories. That is 1 more than in every previous World Cup. 1 more difficult night. 1 more strong opponent. 1 more chance for an upset. And football loves upsets. The knockout stage has produced some of the greatest surprises in history. Big teams have been eliminated by smaller nations. Favorites have gone home early. Legends have seen their dreams end in a single match. That is what makes knockout football so exciting. But what happens if a knockout game ends in a draw? Unlike the group stage, matches cannot finish level. There must be a winner. If the score is tied after 90 minutes, the game goes to extra time. Extra time lasts 30 minutes. It is divided into 2 periods of 15 minutes each. And this is where matches often become dramatic. Players are exhausted. Cramps begin to appear. Concentration starts to drop. Defenders become slower. Attackers look for one final chance. 1 mistake can change everything. 1 goal can send an entire nation into celebration. But if neither team scores, something even more dramatic happens. The match goes to penalties. For many players, this is the most stressful moment in football. Each team takes 5 penalties. 1 player walks toward the ball. 1 goalkeeper stands on the line. The entire stadium waits. Millions of people watch around the world. And suddenly, everything comes down to 1 kick. Penalty shootouts have created heroes. And they have created heartbreak. A goalkeeper can become a national legend with 1 save. A player can be remembered forever because of 1 miss. Sometimes the shootout ends after 5 kicks. Sometimes it goes further. And sometimes it enters sudden death. In sudden death, both teams keep taking penalties until one scores and the other misses. That is why penalty shootouts are so unforgettable. After 2 hours of football, the difference between victory and defeat can be just a few centimeters. Discipline also becomes extremely important in the knockout stage. A yellow card is a warning. 2 yellow cards in one match become a red card. A direct red card can also be given for serious fouls. When a player is sent off, the team must continue with only 10 players. And that changes everything. The other team suddenly has more space. The team with 10 players has to work harder. 1 moment of anger can destroy months of preparation. That is why players must stay calm under pressure. Managers also become more important than ever. Every substitution matters. A fresh striker can score the winning goal. A new midfielder can control the game. A substitute goalkeeper might even save penalties. Sometimes a manager makes 1 decision that changes the entire tournament. Should they attack? Should they defend? Should they prepare for penalties? Every choice becomes bigger because every mistake could be the end. Technology also plays a major role. VAR is used throughout the knockout stage. It helps referees review important incidents such as goals, penalties, direct red cards, and cases of mistaken identity. And in knockout football, these decisions feel even more important. 1 review can send a team into the next round. Another review can end a country's dream. Players wait. Fans wait. Managers wait. Then 1 decision changes everything. As the tournament goes on, the number of teams keeps shrinking. 32 become 16. 16 become 8. 8 become 4. 4 become 2. With every round, the pressure grows. The matches become bigger. The stakes become higher. And then comes the final, the last game of the tournament. the biggest stage in football. The rules remain exactly the same. Win in 90 minutes, and you are world champions. If the match is tied, there is extra time. If it is still tied, there are penalties. There has to be a winner. One team will lift the trophy. The other will finish just one step away from immortality. That is why the 2026 World Cup knockout stage is so special. It is bigger than ever before. The road to glory is longer than ever before. And the pressure is greater than ever before. The rules are simple. Win and you keep dreaming. Lose and you go home. Keep winning and you reach the final. Win the final and you become world champions.